all
Yeah,
having a wonderful day. I hope you all survived your holidays and continue to survive this incredibly hot summertime that we're currently in.
yeah, I know, right?
Now, if
Uh,
this mic will stop going down, now it's just the one right in front of me. I'm literally watching the microphone go down. It's
yeah, like it's doing simple something simple. Wow, like
yes, I'm literally looking at the volume controls and I'm watching it slide to the now it's sliding further to the left. So right now I have the microphone button clicked. I am holding down left click on it, and it is fighting me, trying to go lower.
hello.
The only reason that it is currently at the volume it is at is because I'm holding left click on it to keep it in its place.
Okay,
It is insane.
I bet.
I'm holding at 92 right now, and it keeps jumping down to 70.
Yeah, okay, so,
I think it.
well,
I think it stopped. Nope. Now it's at 84. Now it's at 71. Give me a moment. I'm going to disconnect the mic and try this again.
okay, while we wait for him, we'll fix it up. Cleopatra season 2.
And starting season 3, and now it is still doing it. It's still lowering. It's like a countdown. It's like a literal.
Uh, yeah,
It's like a literal
okay,
countdown.
so I only watched 3 to 6. What, what about you?
I did 3 to 7.
Okay. Yeah, when I would, like, yeah, yeah, there was no separate episode you watched. Season 3, episode 1, which I did not watch at all. I'm like, what do you do with that? I'm gonna go ahead and solve it on episode 3. Paradise Found. After the two time together, the team splits up on a unknown player who swaps for the instant tablet. Now, they've been out for like a week at the time, if not more, and it drives crazy because, Country is watching his face drama. Brian is doing whatever he's doing. I forgot what he was given specifically. And Akira was just the whole happy self.
Yeah, it's basically a case of them just spending too much time together.
Yeah. Alright, now I'm going to see if I can turn you up on my end. That way I can hear you a bit better. Alright,
Yeah,
give
I have
me,
no idea what's going on with this. It is insane watching the volume just move on its own.
yeah, yeah, that happened to me before on my map. So, okay, I, I now have you at full volume in my audio software, so we will see how that goes.
All right.
But yeah, they have had a bit too much of each other and they come across this planet that only has one life form control coming from it, which I don't know about you, but when I heard that, I was like, is this another different planet? I
I
mean,
did not get that at the start. But in hindsight, it was one which was a case of, oh, that's the obvious thing.
yeah, it just makes sense that hey, if there's only one life form on this planet, it has to be the planet. And I only got that because, oh, we have a character that's a literal planet. Was the chances that we would get another one of these?
I
Yes.
will say that this episode is one of my favorites, and that I love how blatantly terrible it was at trying to hide what it was.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I agree. I definitely agree. But I mean, it
Yeah,
tried
this episode is
to.
flat out one of the funniest of the entire show.
Yeah, it tried to keep the them from. It tried to keep them from leaving by projecting their most wanted desire, I guess you could say. How
Hmm.
would you describe that?
Okay, so I will say that this episode and like the planet there was just a lonely planet that had no idea how people worked and was just trying to figure out ways to keep them not trapped there, but just engaged there. Um, just overly friendly.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Now,
When it came to it, the way they would read the characters' minds. That's something that I didn't get from like the other sentient planet on the show. So I was not seeing that that's what was going on there. I thought at first it was a trap and then like it was another scheme, but the
Yeah,
fact that it was so incompetent in figuring out how to like lie about stuff led me to believe, okay, this can't be actually malicious.
yeah, no, I mean, the, it really confused for me when they got to the part where Cleo was in the pyramid with her dad and friend, and we see a combat or whatever it was called appear and they were like, okay, so this planet, whatever it is mixing up what it needs to do because Cleo didn't seem the type to either attack a but you combat whatever.
Oh no, she's definitely the
Right?
type to attack that. She's the type to attack anything.
Okay, yeah, that I misspoke. What I meant to say is that type of creature wouldn't be the type that comes from her head, and we know that that was a keyword imagination right there.
Right.
Just the fact that, this planet thought, oh, let me reuse a character
Just
and,
reuse assets because it was running too much stuff at once.
yeah, the, like, ooh, and that's when it gave it away that, okay, so this is clearly the work of something. So, yeah,
Yeah, it's not like they were
it,
being attacked while they were there, or like the attacks that were happening were very non actually threatening. So it's not
yeah,
like you had to
no,
worry about.
yeah, I'm definitely, it wasn't, Octavian attacking them, so, yeah. But the fact that they figure out, oh wait, these rock people are actually one consciousness. Like, oh hey, wait, it's the planet that's alive.
And since that's something they've already dealt with in the past, it was something that like easily handled. They didn't need to worry about that stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, they're
Hey, it's a lonely planet.
classmates.
We know about lonely planets.
Yeah, no, like, we have a classmate that's a predator, so let's help you out.
Which just leads me to wonder, like, how many of these things are out there? Where do they come from?
Yeah, that that's on my mind too. So if definitely is there a whole galaxy of sentient planets? Or what? Because, yeah, it's insane.
Right. But it doesn't mean that there's not much importance in this episode other than the introduction of a new character.
Yeah, no. Uh, going to episode 4, do you want to take that?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So, next episode is School Break. And this one is basically it is going to be the
What?
very limited winter break season because apparently the planet that they're on only has two seasons, either the sweltering summer or incredibly dangerous winter. So everybody has to leave the planet for winter break, and Cleo is going to stay with Akila's family, who ends up being experts in the legend of the Savior.
Yeah, hey, Keckles.
Yes.
Hold up real quick. I think you're skipping over one. Let me
Oh
double
yeah,
check.
Cleopatra needs space.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. All right, I'll go back to that one. Yeah, that one
Uh,
is Cleopatra needs space. And I don't know, maybe I'm skipping over it because it's the breakup episode between Brian and Aquila. It's also the episode of them all just being incredibly annoying to each other. It's not a very fun episode because you don't want to have an episode where you just watch people be unkind to each other.
yeah, no, I definitely, yeah, but I'm like, he get the one, by accident or self-conscious, not wanting to talk about.
Well, it is by accident, but I'm going to talk about it. Because like the episode starts off with Brian and Aquila being incredibly nervous about going on a first date together, which leads to them breaking up in the middle of their first date. And it is just wow, they're both being annoying. And they're dragging everybody else in the middle of their stuff. You have Kensu trying to tell Cleo to stay out of it, which she should be doing. I'm
Yes.
annoyed that the lesson is that she should have gotten in the middle of her two friends during their relationship problems. No, she shouldn't have. That's their stuff to sort out.
Yeah.
To the point where they're arguing so much they don't even realize that she gets kidnapped. And then she has to save herself, and then them when they show up and get caught. Because they're all being idiots in the episode.
Yeah.
We do find that what's his name? The crush that Cleo has.
Uh, I oh God. I
He's forgettable.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the crush guy. That he still can show up at the school because he gets like a temporary pass to go there, where he offers Cleo information for where one of the tablets is. Though it ends up just being a trap. Not even a trap from Xerxes. It's a trap from Dave and the scavengers. So they get captured again by the scavengers.
Yeah.
We have Cleo ending up as a housekeeper there before her friends come to rescue her. I do like the scavengers. Out of most of the episode, they are the most likable parts of the episode. You get this
Yeah.
cute little thing between Dave's pet and Cleo.
Cleo.
And
Yeah,
that's nice. I'm cool with that stuff. Um, over the course of it, it's basically just them deciding, hey, they don't have to be in a relationship, but just don't be jerks to each other. But yeah, this was
yeah,
a nothing burger of an episode for the most part, other than everybody being a jerk.
yeah. No, I mean, uh, this was definitely a whole thing up. Nothing with, I hate that they do that, but
I'm
it's
okay with
what.
episodes not having to drive the plot. I just don't like that they made everybody so unlikable in the episode. Just have them be on a fun date. That would have been a satisfying episode.
Yeah, and I'm looking over the characters, and I swear the guy's so unforgettable that so forgettable that he doesn't appear on the character list.
He
So
really has very
yeah.
little importance on this show. He's the cute character that Cleo crushes on. That's his entire role.
Uh, uh, that goes now. Let's go to school break, which um, Cackles will say Cleo and Opera are going on a long 1 week winter break, and obviously because Cleo can't go home, she needs to go with a killer to hold Helen walk, and Helen's enough bonding and for Cleo, and we get a nice kind of nod to it when they call by her full name. So I Cleopatra. Okay, so
Yeah, that was
technically,
an interesting revelation. I did not expect any of that.
yeah, nuclei at all. Hmm. But I mean, it goes to show how successful moms are about Cleopatra. Yeah, but they basically tell, hey, there's this golden lion scroll in the forbidden snake jungle, and you know, Akira, that's the problem that the moms aren't paying attention to. Decides to run off into this very dangerous jungle and have a snake pretend to threaten all that little mouse would come looking for her and, you know, save her with, okay.
Yep. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
what were your thoughts about the whole thing of there being an entire planet of people who just know Cleopatra? And yet it's supposed to be a secret at the academy that she's the savior.
Yeah. I thought that was a little redundant. Like, you have one school now supposed to be the famous hero, and then you have a completely opposite school where there was several merchandise, a simple autograph, all of that, which is insane. Like, come on,
Mm-hmm.
how secretive is this great
I
prophecy?
doubt it's very
If
secretive at
it,
all.
yeah, yeah, that's where I feel. Hmm.
Yeah, it's one of the things I would consider like a weird plot hole. I don't use that word very often, but this does seem like a plot hole.
Well, I think what they're doing here is suggesting like, hey, this is what it would be like if people at Pyramid knew who Cleopatra really was.
And it's weird that okay, there's a planet which is all about researching Cleopatra and all that stuff. Yet at the school there's like a room full of ancient artifacts and that's it.
Yeah,
And the
now
fact
like,
that Cleo actually has like statues and other stuff. I mean, none of this seemed like it was secret. It seemed like just stuff
yeah,
everybody knows. Do these people never leave the planet? Do they never go off world? Do they never like talk about things to people?
I did now, and I do have a few theories, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. So,
Well, yes. Akila's mothers were just ignoring her. I don't care what they say, they were ignoring her flat out.
yeah, no, I mean, that was flat out, oh, hey, we're glad you're home, but you brought home a pop song with you that we really like. We're gonna go overhaul no matter what. Like, really? Okay.
Hmm.
Now, it was definitely good, so they did end up getting the Goldilocks goal, and I can't remember what it said or if they even read it.
They said it, but it
Do
was more like
you?
riddle stuff.
Okay. Uh, let's, okay, so let's make one to episode 6. This is the last one that I watched because it didn't. Season 2 doesn't have separate episodes, it has 6. So, okay. And this one is entitled That Goes Walk On. Episodes Walks Level. You Sarah Jones the king on the space station in February named that well, well, that goes the big robot minions of Octavius are built. However, Cleo and Yosara disagree who will lead the assault on the the factory.
Oh, give me one moment. I'll be right back.
Okay. Mm, 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 uh, yeah, um, yeah, yeah. Mm. But yeah, this one was different, interesting due to the whole fight with Octavian and the clicking technology that Brian made up was nice, I will say. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Okay, okay,
I
I'm
got,
back.
I went back, I got, yeah, like I was just saying, this was a good episode to see. I mean, we definitely had more young Sarah and Cleopatra dialogue in here, which I like. Too bad that Cleo wouldn't heal Sarah out when she had a plan. Hmm. But what did you think of it?
Wait, just one moment.
Okay.
Okay, okay. So I did step away for a quick second because I had to check something. um, I do want to know what you really think was going on with that sword.
Okay, this whole if I had to say anything, it's dark. It's made or contains dark. So it's made of or contains dark metal. And if anyone's flush with that soap, I think that would completely end that whole thing. Now,
Oh no, I
there's
mean things like
another.
I think that the sword may be a reason for Xerxes' immortality. Maybe even like that's where his actual spirit is inside of. Stuff like that.
Uh, you said that Octavia's
Why am
soul
I calling him
is
Xerxes?
in.
Octavian, yeah.
Yeah, now the results of the robots.
Yeah, okay. That's why. I was wondering where that came from.
Yeah, now the results of different robots.
Okay,
Not
yeah.
the. Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, it could be, but that would raise the question of how did he attain that slope and what kind of deal did he make?
Hmm. One thing we always have to remember is that he is old. He predates the Egyptian dynasty, from what we recall. I believe so, right? He's 30,000 years
He,
old.
yeah, he's from Cleopatra's time
Well, I thought he was
because,
from before her time.
well, I mean, he might be a little older than her, but they're from the same point in time because if if you remember ancient history, Octavian in our world it was wanted to marry Cleopatra and take over her kingdom.
Hmm. Because when he reveals to her how old he is, I believe that she responds about how that's even like older, like than her, like where her people are. Let's check and see what year does Cleopatra in Space take place
Um,
in. Okay, 29 C. Uh, Okay, so the time is currently 30,000 years in the future, and he was already in existence at
Yeah,
that time. So he does predate at least how old Cleopatra is.
yeah. I
At that
mean,
time or a little bit before.
yes.
No,
Would
yeah. Yeah, Xerxes is the empire. It's Octavian who's leader of the Xerxes.
okay, but yeah, no, it's definitely he has want control over her for whatever power she has.
I think it's
And
also that the Empress has been infected in some way. Some part of her
okay,
power is like will be influencing her.
we will have to wait and see. Uh, so you said you watched 7 episodes.
Yeah.
What what was number 7 called?
Okay, so the seventh one, I have to go back and look at the episode title, but it is basically your generic shrinking episode where they go in and have to deal with parasites who've infected Cleo's pet, and they shrink down and end up finding out that there's been a colony of space fleas that's been living on Behos since before they picked them up on that lava planet. So they're like
Okay,
British space flea pirates that live on Mihos.
uh,
And together they battle against a parasite that's been making him sick. It's a weird one.
okay.
Because, like, every show has to have your generic shrinking episode. And that's what this one is.
Well, I will
It is
say
as
this.
it is as nothing an episode as could possibly be, except for finding out that there's a sentient race of British pirates living on Mihos this entire time.
Okay, well, I will tell this. For me, that episode is season 3, episode 1. The you yeah, that I did not watch that. I will be watching it next week.
Okay.
And next week is 7 episodes, and well, 7 for me. You can watch
6, and then we're
two,
just gonna power
two,
through the end of this show.
yeah, 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 because you know it's almost over like those 7 episodes. Well, I'm saying 7 because Hillside is episode 1, season 3. So, yeah. But we will be done with it next week. And, after that, we're gonna have a week of we talk about whatever we want.
Mm.
So,
I will
Yeah,
say I will be good this Friday if you're up for theory crafting.
I am. I will message you probably on tonight or tomorrow.
Gotcha.
So I will let you know, alright?
All right. I will see you, man.
They belong to my guy.